Milk first, then cereal, then get the bowl out. Good order. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. Is it possible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime? The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I'd like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. I don't get to make a statement, just the prosecution gets to make a statement? Okay. No, because fuck you. Good point, good point. Is Detective Gumshoe a witness? Are detectives witnesses? I mean, I guess so, if they want to present the evidence. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, you see. This here is the employee area. You can tell because it says employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning. This is the gate. You can tell because it says main gate. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. This is another gate. Past that are the studios. Here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. There's gotta be some significance. Oh! We were walking towards Studio 2. There's gotta be some significance to Studio 2 that we have to investigate later. Only 3 people on the entire lot. What? Security lady? Victim? Defendant, young assistant. I guess specifically in Studio 1. Yeah. What about the security lady? Is she not a human? Is she not a person who is in the premises? The victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, security lady got to the guard station. Jump ahead to later that day, 5. Production staff came to Studio 1 to perform rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. By murder! Dun, dun, dun. I still think that's such a... Oh, right, I guess that's not his body. That's like the whole... That's his suit, so that's like puncturing through plastic. Okay. I guess that's why it's so clean. Alright. And there was 3 people at 1 p.m. That's why. But there should be like blood gushing out over here. And there's no blood in the sphere either. I like the way that Danganronpa did like the pink blood to get around showing blood. It's not blood, it's pink blood. It doesn't count. Should I listen to the whole thing again? No. Oh fuck! Why is yes on the bottom? Why? Shit, who puts yes on the bottom? Fuck you, game. I was so baited. It doesn't matter how the game was meant to be played. Who puts yes on the bottom and no on top? Skip it. I think I can probably remember that. It's like that Zelda owl. Oh my god, I've seen that. I haven't played it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. How medieval. The spear. Your Honor, it's quite simple. Question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Objection! What's up, how are you done? What's your name, lady? Ooh! Why aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Hi, bit flustered. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Call me Mommy. Edgeworth is a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Oldbag. Oh, that's actually her name, Oldbag. Objection, shut up. Sustained. Just getting to the good part. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder. Yes, I was. To get to the scene of murder, someone had to pass by you. You know your stuff. You may begin your testimony. Sure is one hell of an old bag. Yeah. All right. I get energy now. I'm ready to go. Ready to read. Pearl Hammer and the rest have been doing a trial run since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyways, there was one when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30. Interesting to me because a certain man walked by right at 2 p.m. It was Powers. That man right there, and he was headed towards the studio. You saw the defendant? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes. Alright, let's press on seeing. Okay, press. Ooh, 2, you sure? Sure as spit. Who was the man? Really, just try not to get so excited at your age. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, the man right here. He was headed towards the studio. You saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Get wax in your ears? This is your chance. Time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. Okay. Present. Objection! Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. How do you spell evidence? E-V-I-D-E-N-C-E. You've been saying since yesterday you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of New Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you anything? Ugh. Anyone can play to see that's powers, right? Okay. I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. Hey, Henko, how you doing? I got eye trackers on so you can see when I look at people's titties. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. He's having trouble calling her old bag. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers. Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Nah. The prosecution would like to ask the old bag. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Old windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. Let's hear about your proof then. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty badly. Now, look at the picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers, because he couldn't fit his fucking outfit. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I never say anything I don't mean. He tripped and fell. He broke one of the props. He sprained his... Oh, wait. Broke one of the props. He broke a prop? Sure he did. His own samurai spear. The murder weapon? Luckily I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Sprained his ankle. You can see he's dragging his leg. I also like that we're using a duct taped up spear for a TV show production. Still, you can't look at this and say it was Mr. Powers. Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg. There's gotta be more to this. Are you absolutely sure? So he was walking strangely because he was injured. It does look like he was dragging his foot. And you didn't trust me, whippersnapper. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Anyways, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Alright, let's show that picture again to this one. Shit. No, it can't be card key. Looks like it's the same spear. Just press her and see if I can shake. Maybe I haven't pressed her on the right thing. Maybe it's telling me I still need to press her. Who was present? Well, let's see. Powers, Hammer, and me. Observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such, so she didn't see the run-through then. Saw him trip and fall. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Power sprained his ankle. I kissed it where it hurt. Ooh. Where's the assistant? Her? She was cleaning up backdrops. She didn't know about the ankle. He sprained his ankle pretty bad. I asked about this one, right? Yeah, I asked about that. Where's the costume now? We couldn't find it. We were looking, though. Anyways, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it's clear the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Will Powers. Object. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught in camera would have killed Mr. Hammer. We also have to consider that possibility. I think the game is just progressing me because I didn't get it. Allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? The only person I saw was Will Powers. Oh, I did have to just press there? Okay. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. If no one else went to the studio, it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30. The only person I saw was Will Powers. Are you absolutely sure? Quite. If they had, you would have seen them. Are you sure? The witness has answered a question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right. I like Edgeworth. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details. How convenient. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1? Why, everyone was in the employee area. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Oh. Huh? Didn't I explain? I gave donuts to the young detective, and then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. Time of 2:30 death. So, I can't ask about items that I have. So, what about when did the victim go that way? Like, no one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. Wait, I did know about you. But before, that was an employee area, locked the main gates. Are you sure? Okay, that's it. No. No, that's not it. Okay, so it has to be evidence. I've pressed on everything. That's not it. I was hoping to get something about when the victim went that way. Or who discovered the body. These are the clues that we have. We've pressed on everything. So I have to be presenting evidence to her. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate of the studios, correct? Yes, sirree. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a photo. And I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyways, it is also true that the computer on the guard station records all security cam data. You know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. Because she's gonna die soon. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed words, photo number 2. Even photo number 2. Number 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Where's photo number 1? Dun dun dun! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. Oh, fuck! This shows the not one, but 2 people were there. Yet there's only data for one of these photos. Oh shit, can I? Oh, I'm gonna try this. Wait a second. If both my hands are busy slapping. If both my hands are busy slapping, can I do this? Oh! Look, I can play the game with no hands. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access to the security lady herself. Do a mouse back there? That's my secret. You don't get to know. You don't ask a lady her secrets. Watch this. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help. Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. That was someone else. Someone else passed by the gate? Who was it, though? I see. Your testimony? Also, I'm just using my gamepad controller. Now I'm pressing A with my foot. I have one more important job to do. I go through the photos, record in security computer, and check them. There are any photos that aren't suspicious looking. Come to think of it, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Old Bag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. I'm an old bag, remember? Right. Well, what was the fucking photo of? Yeah, what was the photo of? Well, who the heck was in the photo? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait. Lock the main gate so no one can get in. Well, you must know there's a drain that goes to the employee area. The grate had been loose for a while. It leads outside and that's where they got in. This is really shitty security. Also, how do you forget something like this? They come in through the drain. Told you they were freaks. Oh. They're kids, children, whippersnappers. So, photo you erased? It was a boy, 2nd or 3rd grade. The murderer. Nani? Giant security hole? Nah. It's a kid-sized security hole. We saw 2 people pass by the gate on the way to studios that day. One was a Steel Samurai, the other was a boy. Boy! Reed. We see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. Maybe. First of all, you could just put a few screws in that grate, fix it right up, no more kids just leaking into your building. Second of all, maybe hire a security guard that can catch fucking kids? Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Why are they giving real heavy props to actors? You don't have to use a real heavy spear when you're acting it out. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? The boy was there, that makes him a suspect. They are already trying to unsuspect him. Alright. No forgetting vital information. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest. So, who is the Steel Samurai in the security photo? Oh, fuck. Time out. Email. Hey Zini, thanks for taking the time to read this. I'm the mobile community manager here at Bandai Namco America. The reason I'm reaching out to you is that you've been covering one of our titles, One Piece Treasure Cruise, for a while now, and your content is pretty good. I'd like to discuss with you how we can work together and let you know about some of the things coming up in the game in the future. Fuck yeah! Oh, it's only taken 5 years, man! 5 years! Oh. Look, not scam at Bandai and Namco is definitely the real email. Hold up. I'm replying to this right now. Hey, Jim with a 44-month resub! I love you too, Jim. Welcome back, dude, to the Super family. Oh, big love. Yeah, we're gonna make the first new legend right now. We're gonna make our first brand new Twitch legend, and that's going to be Legend Chopper. We're gonna design Legend Chopper right now. All right, email sent. How do I set an extra how do I set alerts to make like all my lights go off if I get a reply from that email? See, I'll just clear all my notifications. Just leave my phone right here, and as soon as we get an email reply, I'll check every single email that comes in today. Of course it's gonna be a swapping chopper. Don't be ridiculous. Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want a Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are you gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. It's like, oh, sorry. We actually meant to say, we were trying to talk to someone who actually liked World Seeker. Right. But we picked the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Dude. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Wait, does this mean that I'm playing global again, guys? Court will now reconvene. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went by to the studios was a boy, 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant of Mr. Willpowers. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Me! Let us hear who you have in mind. Be aware this court does not look kindly of accusing the innocent. Blazing Rage with a 25-month release sub. Yeet! Welcome back, dude, to the Super Family. We about to yeet up in OPTC Global, man. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. So who was the person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? I mean, I think the only other person is Grade School Boy. Like, it has to be Grade School Boy. Grade School Boy. But they're gonna say, like, he's too weak to use the spear. Yeah. Grade School Boy kills veteran actor with spear. For one thing, the murder weapon was with the Steel Samurai. Would you care to explain how the boy would have obtained it from him? Because he is the Steel Samurai. He's the one in the Steel Samurai suit. What the fuck? I'm afraid I'm going to have to deduct some loyalty points from you, okay? Alright. security lady it is. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. Security lady, Oldbag. Nani? Whippersnapper? Order. Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag, that's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was busy by herself. In other words, she had no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing a Steel Samurai costume? Why would she disguise herself? If you're gonna murder someone, why bother disguising yourself? Simple, Your Honor. Yeah, Phoenix Wright safe scums his way through lawyering. She knew the camera would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right there. Oh yeah, right there. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection as some new damning evidence? The prosecution has no meaningful objections. Nani? So y'all think I did it, is that it? Edge boy. Don't just sit there, do something. Press further. Always press it. Very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacked a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings. Wait a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said, 2nd or 3rd grade. Yeah. I could pin my old man in 10 seconds. Your thoughts? That boy is not the killer. How do we know? Is to be nice to the kids and mean to your elders, eh? I have proof. Proof? The spear? Your Honor, the murder weapon was a samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The Windbag, speechless. This has to be a first. I still don't know why everyone is objecting to the boy wearing the costume. Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. It looks like it's not fitting the outfit. Like, it looks like the outfit is too big for them. Like, to me, it looks like the reason they're dragging their feet is because the outfit is like, it looks like they're too short. It just doesn't look like the outfit fits. It looks like his feet only come up to like the knees. I'm talking. Oh, great. Windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what's this all about? And hey, Hacky, how you doing, dude? Have you admitted something for your testimony? If you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. By whom? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Golden Studios warned me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said that had nothing to do with it, see? Oh, well, I mean, I can trust them. Told me to just pretend they hadn't been to the studios that day. Oh, how nice. If you're going to go accuse me, I'm not letting him get away scot-free. Yeah, how dare you literally hide the murderer? You told me to shut my trap. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Well, who? Alright. Yeah, who? Who? Director and the producer for starters. Director? You should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run through their action scene without a director? Of course. Well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? Director was in the employee area all morning for the run through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There's Studio 2. Here's Studio 2. Well, if you look at the guide map, it's here. The one that says Studio 2. Holy shit, guys, there's a second studio. Continue. Told me to pretend they just hadn't been to studios that day. Them? Who are these people? Why, the producer, the director. Oh shit. Alright, take a break. Your Honor, you have learned there are others at Global Studios. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Ms. Zoldbag, and more information about these other people have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. Court is adjourned. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Ah, really, it's nothing. Oh, or should I be going down on you? We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. Now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. I know, look. I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. To be continued.